Well, hello, everyone. This is Amber Townkey, and your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger calling you from the greater Phoenix area. And today I want to talk to you about getting unstuck, either getting unstuck or getting going, whichever way you want to look at it. Sometimes I know a business coach of mine talked about one time, sometimes we land our plane, meaning that you got momentum in Mary Kay and you were doing real great, but we landed our plane and we realized that it takes 3/4 of the fuel to take an airplane off to get it into air to the cruising altitude than it does for the fuel for the entire flight. And so I share that with you because that's a key component to what we're going to do to get unstuck or get going. And I am going to sneeze. I have a feeling. So be prepared. But one of the things that I found interesting over the last few weeks, I've noticed that, and I know I've talked about this a lot, that a lot of people's Mary Kay money is just, it's not accounted for, meaning that your Mary Kay money is not a need. And I would challenge you first is to find something that your Mary Kay money is going to pay for in the next 3 to 6 months. Tell your husband about it or significant other, tell your recruiter, and tell your director what it is. Map out a plan of what you need to make each week or each month, or I would probably do each 10 days to contribute to what that is, whether it be a weekend trip somewhere, or maybe it's a new sofa, maybe it's a memory thing with your family. There's so many different things that it could be. But when your finances, when your Mary Kay profit is just extra, always extra, there is no reason to get unstuck sometimes. And we find ourselves in that stuck mode more often when everything is provided for and we're not responsible for anything. Now, I'm not saying that it's not okay to live a blessed life if your husband pays all the bills and takes care of the family and you guys have more than enough. That is fantastic. And I know I've said this a gazillion times too. Find a single mom that you're going to pay for her weekend away with her kids to do something memorable that she maybe couldn't do if it was just her income, and give that as a gift. So first, decide what you're going to pay for. Second, go through and look at, I have a feeling that most people have about 3,000 contacts that they have that they can start booking from. I think we waste a lot of time thinking that we need new leads. And I really do believe the leads you have in front of you are not old. They're not bad. They're not ghosting you. We just haven't asked. And so I would challenge you to look at how many people on social media that you know, or not even know, you would have been acquaintances with or whatever, have you not facialed? So look on social media, for Facebook, Instagram, then look in your email. How many contacts do you have in there that you've never even decided to reach out to? And then look at your phone. I would be willing to bet you have close to 3,000 contacts to reach out to. And then you might have, if you're mature in your business, you might have old referrals or old booth leads or old warm chatters. They're only old because we think they're old. So a lead is a lead is a lead is a lead. And it's always a no if you don't ask. And so I've been challenging people to get your ask out. You have to get your ask out there because I am still booking parties, 17 parties booked right now because I'm willing to ask. And on December 15th, which you'd think, yeah, maybe some people wouldn't be, doing a ton, socially. Who knows? You never know. I have 20 people booked into my hydrofacials, 20 personal people. So it's only that time of year if we choose it that time of year, right? If your Mary Kay money's going for something, it's not an option, but to take a few days off, enjoy family for sure, but not to take the whole month of December off. So the second thing, so look at your contacts. That's your second thing. Your third thing is decide how many daily reach outs are you willing to commit to, and who will you commit that to? Like, who will you be accountable to? So how many daily reach outs for bookings will you do? And I know I've shared that I came home from the Top Sales Director trip on September 15th, and on September 16th, I had decided that I was going to start 56 reach outs a day for a minimum of 4 days of the week, minimum. And I've stayed true to that course. And boy, the compounding effect of it has been fabulous. So I'm not saying you have to do 56, but pick a number. Maybe it's 10. Maybe it's 10 reach outs and one booking every single day. That is your bare minimum. Now, let's be clear. If you reach out to 15 or 20 in a day, that next day you still need to do your 10, because it's about building consistency and that compounding momentum. And then decide, what are you booking them into? Are you booking them into a facial time that you have that you're going to do at your home? Are you going to book them into your director's virtual events? What are you going to book them into? So be clear on what that's going to be. Or are you going to do your own Zoom facials? It's pretty simple. It's our facial done on Zoom. It's pretty simple. So it's really easy to get going, but the thing that you have got to decide is motion causes emotion. So you have to get into motion. You might be thinking, oh, I didn't want to listen to this morning, Amber, but your motion is directly related to your emotion in your business right now in life. So if you're not really super passionate about your business right now, or anything, doing any activity in Mary Kay, then it might be because you're in lack of motion. And so get into motion, get into action, a little ACTION, never hurt anyone, and decide today to turn up the heat. You might have to do some massive action days. Like you might have your bare minimum goal of your booking reach outs. Let's start it off with some massive action days where you're going to get that airplane back in flight to cruising altitude. So maybe it's 20, maybe it's 30, maybe it's 40, maybe it's 50, maybe it's 60. Who knows what your goal is? You are the one that can determine that, but be accountable to one person as well. So I'm excited to see, what are you paying for with your Mary Kay money? What is your daily reach out's going to be? And how many days a week are you going to do it? Because the compounding effect will be priceless. So either way, hopefully this was a blessing for you today. This is Amber Townkey and your Terrific Tuesday. $1 Million Messenger signing off. Have an amazing Tuesday.